Well, hello and welcome. I'm Matt Seddon here with Sports Shoes to give you a first look at the Asics Superblast 3. We loved the first couple of iterations, but what upgrades can we expect on this new shoe? It's been a busy 12 months for Asics with the Mega Blast, the Sonic Blast, and the Metaspeed Ray all released to market. So where does the Superblast still fit in your rotation and in your lineup? So without further ado, let's get stuck into the video and review what is a beautiful shoe. Okay, so let's take a first look at the upper. You'll be pleased to know, those who love the Superblast 2, it is very similar. The only key change really is it's a little bit more breathable. So whether you're on the treadmill or out on those hot summer long runs, it's a big win for me. It was a little bit more comfortable throughout that run, less hot spots as well in the shoe. And of course, you've got the wing tongue upper, which just sits a little bit more comfortable, hugs the laces a little better, and it's just a more comfortable ride when you're flexing through at the ankle and just driving off. So not huge changes with the upper, but just the right changes for me. So let's get into the important part now. What does the shoe feel like? The upper part of the midsole is the same technology you'll see in Asics race shoes, which is brilliant, feeding down from the Ray and the Metaspeed range. So you've got that FF Leap foam on the top part, which gives it that plate-like feel without a plate, because sometimes you don't want to hammer the trails. This is a shoe which is going to allow you to run fast and run far. You don't want to always be in a plate, whether it's a nylon or a carbon plate. That is the same foam that we see, the Blast Turbo that we've seen throughout the Magic Blast and the Sonic Blast as well, and in that Asics range, in that lineup. It's just a little bit more durable. It flexes a bit better, and it's just going to get you through a few more Ks. With the inclusion of the Leap though, we have got a higher stack height. We've gone from 45mm to now 47mm. It's going to help with the durability and of course just reduce the impact on the muscles when you're out there pounding the pavement. The drop though, still in keeping with that of previous iterations at 8mm. And the weight, we've dropped 10 grams. So all in all, necessary upgrades I think from the Superblast 2 to the 3, and ones that you'll love. Okay, we've gone through the midsole, upper midsole. Now let's move on to the outsole. We've got the Asics grip. Look, we know and love. We found that on the Superblast 2. It flexes well and it's just nice and grippy. Nova Blast fans, you're gonna love this. We have that Nova Blast pod in the bottom of the shoe here. Again, that just adds to lift off a little bit. Just, you really do feel the difference. You get that pop back on it. So it's a shoe where you can sit back on those longer runs, but then also you can really raise your game, get into tempo, get into those threshold speeds. And of course, in keeping with previous models, we have the Asics grip on the bottom, just flexible. You've got that grip in all the right places, really. Definitely a road shoe though. And then just moving on to how the shoe feels on feet a little bit, the stability of the shoe. I definitely feel like Asics have made some changes through this heel counter here, and obviously the heel flare at the back. Talking to the tech reps and the specialists in their model, that is there for stability really, and you can certainly notice it. Still lovely padding. It doesn't pinch on the rear of the foot, but it does just help with that lockdown and that stability through the back end of the shoe. So some nice changes and some small tweaks that go a long way from Asics there. So the biggest thing I want you to take away from this video is where does it fit in the rotation? It is certainly a shoe that makes you run faster. It has that plate-like feel without a plate, and that is of course thanks to the FF Leap. Asics have two ranges of shoes, run faster and run further, and this falls under that run faster category. You'll also want to enjoy running far in it as well though. I mean, it is built really for those half marathons, those marathons, and those longer runs. So it's lighter and it's more responsive, and it hasn't got a plate in. That's a massive advantage I think for regular use in training, and it is certainly going to go the distance. I hope that helps, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time.